10 Drunken Facts.
What's up, everybody? I'm Devin, and with me, as always, is my wife, Christina.
Hi.
And a special guest, our good friend, Cindy.
Heyo.
And this is our podcast, 10 Drunken Questions, where we ask each other 10 facts, and who gets them right doesn't have to drink, and who gets them wrong has to drink. So, what are we drinking today, Christina?
Today we are drinking Fireball with apple juice as chaser. So now we're going to do our marble game, our Matrix marble game, which we had a little bit wrong before. The red pill is what makes him, wake up. So if you get the red one, you can start first, and if you get the blue one, then you do not.
Cool.
So Cindy, you're going to choose...
What?
Okay, so you chose the blue, so I will start.
Okay, and then it'll go around, then Christina, me, then Cindy, and it'll go around the way for the remainder of the game.
So we're going to start it off right. We're going to take our shots.
Let's go.
Cheers.
Cheers. Clink. Yum.
So warming.
In your heart.
Right.
Alright, so I guess I will start first.
Alright. I haven't had Fireball in a long ass time.
But it's always a smooth shot.
It is, yeah, I can't complain.
Like, everyone complains about it being like, oh, it's like a college drink, and it's like, the reason why is because it's nice.
Yeah,
I don't
because
care.
it doesn't taste like shit.
Yeah, give me my fruit drinks. I don't care.
Whatever.
So, my first question, ABCs, so we do our ABCs first. The last ones you do will be true or false, just so you know.
Got it.
Alright, so, what percentage of dreams are sex dreams?
Whoa.
A, 23%, B, 19%, or C, 8%?
Okay, definitely more than
So,
8%.
write down your answer.
Okay.
You don't say anything out loud before you answer.
Sure I do.
You're not...
Quickly put a spot for the...
You want a piece of paper?
No, we're good. I got this.
Okay.
Alright. Okay, what were the answers again?
A, 23%, B, 19%, or C, 8%?
That's my answer.
I do too.
Okay, what's your answer, Cindy?
B.
B,
B
19,
also.
and you also chose B.
Yes.
You were both wrong.
Okay.
Yay!
Yay! Good for us.
The American Academy of Sleep Medicine conducted a large, detailed study to investigate the actual nature and content of sexual dreams from dream reports from men and women. They found that 8% of everyday dream reports from both genders contain some form of sexual-related activity. Something I found funny, though, was that orgasms were described as being experienced by another dream character, so like the other person in it with them. In 4% of females. So, 4% of the females, their, partner orgasmed. Mm-hmm. But in the men's case, none of their partners in all their dreams
Really nice.
ever orgasmed. So,
that says a lot.
I know, right? So, 4% of females, they were like,
Jeez.
That just makes me think of my own partner, because all the time he's like, oh, my dreams always end bad, and I'm like, what do you mean by that? And he's like, don't worry about it, and I'm like,
there you
now
go,
I'm just
you
like,
have your
okay.
answer.
And then apparently I get upset with him.
Oh, no!
And I'm like, no, I wouldn't do that. Calm down.
Not out loud.
And you started, as soon as you said, definitely not 8%, I was like,
alright. It was 8%?
No.
Yeah.
It was. Yes,
Oh,
it was. It was 8%. So, and I just, when I read that, I was like, really?
Alright, I was basing my answer off of myself, so I was just like, only 8%.
I know.
My dreams are crazy.
Well, that's why, everybody's like, oh, no way. That's why when I read it, I was like, no, no way. But it's it was a large study, and it was at-home studies. It wasn't
how accurate can that be? This is just hearsay by people dreaming. Most people can't even remember their dreams.
Yeah, which is true. However, the dreams that were remembered, at least,
well,
that they
and
could
also
think of.
Physical proof as well.
Yeah.
Wet
but
dreams.
guys, I mean, that doesn't. Yeah. After the age of 15, guys don't really do that.
Hey, brother. Take your shots.
Is it me?
Yes.
Why, of course.
Why, of course. Okay. My first ABC question is, in honor of the new Breaking Bad movie, I want to do a big Breaking Bad fact.
Okay.
In the series Breaking Bad, which one of the characters was originally supposed to die in the first season? Was it Jesse Pinkman, Hank Schrader, or Skylar White, his wife? Hank Schrader is a detective, and Jesse Pinkman is, his partner in crime in the show.
So wait, A was...
Jesse Pinkman. And then B was Hank Schrader. Mm-hmm. And C, his wife.
Shoot.
Oh, I feel like I know this one, which is terrible.
Yeah, I don't know. Oh.
Like, I feel like I've heard this fact, but I wasn't paying attention, kind of thing. You know, passing YouTube video or something.
Yeah.
Okay. My answer was B.
B. A.
I almost said A.
Yes!
Look at this. Look at this. I wrote A, crossed it out, and put B.
I was like, wasn't it his partner? Like, he was supposed to die of drugs, right?
I have no idea how he was supposed to die. That could be true. But Jesse Pinkman was actually originally planned to die in episode 9 of season 1. But after the second episode, they liked him so much, they thought it would be a huge mistake to get rid of the actor because they liked him so much.
See, right. Like I said, I wrote it down because I was like, oh, maybe. But then you tricked me with the whole wife thing. I'm like, maybe that means that it's Hank related.
Yeah. But he lasted so long, he got his own movie after the show. I mean, pretty crazy.
It's really interesting that side characters tend to do better than main characters. Like, even my own original characters, like my side character with the purple hair that I showed you guys a while ago.
Yeah.
Like, people love him way more than the blue hair character. I'm like, well,
There you go.
Whatever.
That's so awesome. Yeah, it's weird. They tend to, like, outshine him.
Okay, can I have the fireball, please?
No. No, I'm kidding. It's mine now.
So, she got one right, and I got one wrong, so it's me and you that both have to take one.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Okay. Shut up. Shut your mouth.
No, because he asked the question.
Yeah, but you got it right.
Yes.
But
okay.
I see.
So that's why you do not want to be wrong because anytime that anyone gets it wrong, including like someone gets it right, then you're wrong.
To be fair, we did not explain this.
No.
Well, I messaged you about it before.
Yeah, but I am in the middle of senior year.
Yes,
and
I know you're super busy.
That's why I was like, okay, let's just reiterate while we're here.
But yeah, so and then for example, then if both people get it right and say like I was asking the question, I take 2.
So prepare yourself.
Damn.
Yeah.
Daniel.
Yeah.
Cindy, it is you.
Yeah. All right. So, my question is...
Those shoes are tight, by the way.
Oh, thanks. Guess where I got them from?
Where?
Target.
Target has some finds.
Yeah, they look fucking fresh.
I remember they used to have their own version of Chucks way back.
Mm-hmm.
I used to rock those.
Oh, I go for looks. I don't go for price or names.
Yeah.
But yeah, anyway, my question is, what slang term during the 1920s meant tea?
That's so you.
Oh yeah. All right. Is it
tea.
A, noodle juice, B, hotsy totsy, or C, dewdropper?
Okay. All right. Christina, you go first.
I'm gonna go with B because like hot toddy was a thing back then. So
I'm also going with B.
You are both wrong.
Oh
no! Really?
Hotsy totsy means attractive and pleasing to the eye.
Okay.
Dewdropper means lollygagger, a slacker who sits around all day. Noodle juice means tea.
Okay.
The reason why is because it's a stereotype where tea comes from Asian countries and such. So, as a type of term, they'd be like, "Oh, you got some of that noodle juice?"
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Because Chinese
Yes.
shops just started to
So wait,
come
that's where
around
it really
in the
came from,
1920s.
though?
Yeah, there wasn't discrimination towards Japanese or Asian, like, as bad
Yeah.
till the 1940s, like, during the 1800s, I think they first. But yeah, that's what noodle juice, that's why it's called noodle juice, is because it came from Asian
Didn't know
countries.
that.
See,
That's pretty cool.
I knew that hot toddy was a thing because like I remember like I get hand me down like clothes like all the time from my like sisters and other family or whatever. So I got a shirt that said hot toddy on it, and I was like, what does that mean or whatever? And it's a type of drink. So I was like, oh, like maybe it's like that's their word for whatever.
But now you get why it's a drink, kind of like having a sexy lady type of thing.
Yeah,
You know?
it's a hot toddy. Yeah. So I was wrong. You were
Hey,
wrong.
no, it's cool. I love weird terms. That's why I'm like.
Yeah, that was a good.
So Devin and I need to take another
Jeez, I
one.
feel like I've had the.
Oh yeah,
Same
you've
as
been
usual.
drinking the most.
See, that's the thing though. This is how it goes.
Every time.
When you listen to the I have mine over here.
I'm just glad that I knew that fact
Mm-hmm.
for
So that was
Breaking
off the top
Bad.
of your
Cause
head?
like yeah, cause like I don't watch it, but my brother and my father do, so I hear facts
Okay.
offhand.
What
and
are
they're
they,
like-
wait, what is the show?
Breaking Bad.
Oh.
You know what I'm talking about? That's why
okay.
I knew that.
I thought you were talking about some other show
No,
about the
I
noodle
was
juice.
talking why I was able to answer it, cause like I was like I'm pretty sure it's this one, and I was right.
Yeah.
Was that the
That's-
fact that you said you just recently found out about? Or is that a
No,
different
no,
one?
mine,
Okay.
my question's a recent fact that I found out about that
Cheers.
I love. So, I think you'll find it interesting too, Wiggle Wiggles.
Good.
See, I just love apple juice though. So
Did
who
you
be
say
drinking
that
all of it?
one because you thought of hot toddy too, or was that just?
No, so no, I knew what hot toddy was, but I was like, oh, they might think like hot, like a hot drink.
Hot drink, yeah.
So
Yeah,
Well,
I
it
really
did,
thought,
'cause
I
hot-
thought
hot
that the
toddy.
noodle juice was a decoy for sure.
well, yeah, because it almost sounds like it should be alcohol because like it makes you like a noodle. No, but no.
Who did Ed Gein believe was haunting him after their death?
Who is that?
So who did he believe was haunting him after they died? Ed Gein? You don't know who Ed Gein is?
Maybe?
Oh my
I have a
gosh.
laptop open. I will literally show you.
No, be careful about what you...
That's right. No, I can't show you.
Okay.
Never mind.
Alright, well, okay, well fine. You know what? After
Just to show you, I'm not cheating.
Yes. But okay, so I'm gonna explain who he is after, and that'll be better
Okay,
because
sure,
I
sure.
can explain who he is after.
Sure.
Okay, so after their death, Ed Gein believed was haunting them was A, his mother, B, his victims, or C, his brother.
I'm trying to remember. Oh goodness me.
It's tricky. It's a tricky one.
It is because
Don't. You can't say
I
anything
won't.
'cause
I won't
of-
say anything. But I'm just saying, like, that's just a difficult one
Yeah, it is.
because
I've made it
I
tricky
haven't really
for a
watched
reason.
any documentaries in like 3 years. So I'm like, but
It's very
Okay.
tricky.
Who's going first?
I-
I said A.
same. But I think
Okay.
I'm wrong.
So you both picked
A.
his
A.
mother.
Yes.
Yes.
You guys are both right, actually.
Yay!
Ah, thank God.
I know, but here. Okay, so here's my explanation, and in my explanation, kind of explains why it sounds tricky. Just because Ed's house became an absolute pigsty since the death of his brother so his brother died in a barn fire, which they believe that he had killed now.
Yeah.
So he died in a barn fire, and that left him home alone. That was who was with him last. The one room that he left completely untouched, like every other place in the house was disgusting. It was maggots everywhere, like super gross. He didn't even touch the room of his mother. That was the one room in the entire house that he didn't touch.
Yeah.
And he had such a fear and respect of her that he was afraid to set foot in her room even long after she died.
Wow.
He claims that he heard her criticizing her from his grave. Or from her grave, sorry. From her grave. Also, a fun fact I thought you would like, Devin, that I read about this.
What?
Well, first off, let me just explain who Ed Gein is first
That
off.
would be great. Yeah.
Okay, so
Ed.
Ed Gein was a serial killer, and he would take his victims.
Okay, so it
and
makes sense
turn-
that you said victims then too.
Yes.
Because I almost chose that, but then I was like, oh.
So he would turn his victims into things. So like a lampshade, he was the guy who turned the person into a lampshade.
Mm-hmm.
He had a half-made person, like a woman's body, half like made. He also had a belt, I believe, or necklace full of wilted vaginas. He had
good.
yes, he had things made out of body parts in his house. He created things.
Good for him.
So
wow.
yes. So do you recognize that a little bit though?
Yeah,
the whole lampshade one. Yeah, right. And he made other things. He made all kinds.
Okay, so what's the
crazy.
fun fact here?
So
other than that whole sentence.
I thought you would like this. So fun fact I thought you would like would be in the movie Taxi Driver.
No fucking way.
I know.
Okay.
I thought you would love it. Okay, so in the movie Taxi Driver, Travis Bickle, which Taxi Driver,
yes,
makes a comment while leaving a diner that he had a cup of coffee and a slice of apple pie with cheese on top.
Gross.
Now, in exchange for details to investigations after Gein's capture, so they caught him and they're like, all right, so he was like, here's the deal, I'll tell you everything you want to know if you give me the same thing he asked for. So he asked for coffee and apple pie with cheese on top.
No way.
The same thing that was in the movie as Taxi Driver.
That's interesting. That's a cool fact.
I thought you would like that.
Yeah, it's really cool.
Dude, I love researching criminals' last meals because
Yeah.
it's
Oh my
all
gosh.
so weird.
You know what though? Okay, so we also love this really me and Audrey, we watch podcasts downstairs where we're sewing and stuff. And what we really like to, we listen to a couple different ones, but one of them that we listen to, This Is Why We Drink. They said a story about a couple things that the inmates last had requested before they died, or last said or whatever. So there's all kinds of funny little things that people would say or do or want for their last meals or whatever.
Yeah, you can learn a lot about someone by their last meal they picked before
So
they die.
you know what we could probably do, if you come back or whatever, we can always do questions based off stuff like that too.
Right.
Yeah, you always have.
It's always interest to me though that Ed Gein, right?
Yes.
He wasn't the one with the altar. It was Dahmer.
Yes.
Which is so weird because Gein was the one with all the furniture and stuff, but Dahmer's nah, I gotta have the altar.
Well, in a way though, but he created his home to be in a way
Well, that's why he was a cannibal,
right?
Because he was I'm becoming one with
yes.
these boys.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
It was weirdly religious when it came to Dahmer.
Which one of these famous quotes was actually?
Wait, sorry, we didn't take shots.
Oh.
You have to take two.
Yeah.
I wasn't just gonna cheat you guys.
You're over here just
Gotta
spilling
fix
out these
that little
awesome
bit up,
facts
Chief.
and you're not drinking.
Yeah,
Well, it's because we
Not
all
trying
like
to-
info.
Yes, but I didn't want us to forget the fact that I needed
It's
to
half
take
of
two.
the show. Christina's not used to Fireball.
It is warm. It's a toasty one. That's why I gave you the choice between the two, because I was like,
What was the other one?
the lemon drops. Because I was like,
Oh yeah, we did that
With Audrey last. So
Yeah.
everyone,
I think I like this.
Well, everyone I kind of have made the decision, I guess, for us or whatever. That every time we kind of ask the guests what they want. So
I think that's a good,
next
good
week,
deal.
we have or not next week, but the week after that, we have Casey, and she's got her own one. I'm not gonna reveal yet what it is, but
Top secret.
so we'll ask everybody beforehand what they want, and then we'll base it off whatever they want. So
Cool.
all right, here's my second one.
Alright, you mind if I go?
I'm listening.
Okay. Which one of these famous quotes was actually never said? A. Only a life lived for others is a life worthwhile. That's by Albert Einstein. B. You cannot shake hands with a closed fist. Gandhi. C. The British are coming.
So
Paul Revere.
what was the question again?
Which one of those quotes were actually never said by who the people thought it was said by?
Okay.
Which one of those was actually never stated by those people?
Mm-hmm.
So you have only a life lived for others is a life worthwhile by Albert Einstein. B. You cannot shake hands with a closed fist. Gandhi. Or C. The British are coming. Paul Revere.
I got mine.
Okay.
It's
Okay.
50-50.
All right. Let's see it.
Okay.
C.
See?
I pick C.
Damn it!
Ah!
C
Yes.
is correct. Paul Revere actually never said the British are coming. He was actually the head of a spy ring, and the British were in the area. No one's going to run around on a horse screaming the British are coming when they're right next to you. He actually probably told the rebels that, well, the quote is, the regulars are on the move. That's what he said.
Well, and also, he had the lights.
Yeah, and the lantern, yeah.
Yeah, there was no reason for him to run and shriek.
Yeah, they had a whole
They had a
organization set up. They didn't need
Actually,
to...
Get ready, get
This is
crunk,
yours
boy.
Hand me your-
But yeah, good job. God damn it.
I actually got into AP US history because, like, I did really well with AP history, which
Mhm.
included US history, because I did so well in American history. They're like, you should go into AP in my sophomore year, and I was like,
Yeah.
I
love
got
history.
an A in that class.
I love history.
Same. I love weird history too.
Well, and that's something I feel like have been
Which
including into this, because there's just like there's so much weird history, and like the good thing about it though is like a lot of people don't know that much, and so
I
like
know.
it's like kind of like, oh yeah, like all right.
Well, like mine's definitely my question, which is a little hint, is a little bit of a weird history question. So
I tried looking for other quotes that seemed more fitting and in the time period.
Yeah.
Because, like, the other ones, I mean, they're not bad, but...
yeah,
Well,
I
it's
think
not.
you'll like my question.
Okay.
So
I just
take
couldn't...
your
I'm
shots.
excited. Yes.
All right. Oh,
Yeah.
2 for me.
Yes, because we both got it right. I was hoping you were gonna say the
Don't forget apple juice.
I am your father, because that one's always miscorrected, because that's not the actual quote.
That's a good one, though.
Mm-hmm. That's why I thought maybe you would do like something like that, because that one's, or the Berenstain Bears, or Berenstein.
Yeah. Damn, that's a good one. We should look up those. What is that, the Mandela effect?
Yeah, the Mandela effect. But
Yeah.
that one's
Good.
an actual quote. That's what you were doing, pretty
Yeah,
much, was
yeah.
talking about.
Yeah, you could do, like, which one of these is the Mandela effect. And
Yeah.
That would be a good one.
Hell yeah. I'll give you a second here.
Like
You
the whole
just
thing
took
or whatever
2.
about like a Fruit of the Loom, where they think that there's a cornucopia or there's
Behind
not,
the fruit?
but there's
No,
no
it's literally
cornucopia.
just the
Just
fruit.
the fruit, yeah.
But everyone, if you see the picture, it seems like it makes sense. Like, oh,
needs
like
one.
no,
Why
no
is it
duh,
missing?
right? No duh.
Constantly every week, so I can tell you, I'm like, no.
Oh, yeah?
But if you think about it though, like and you look at it with the cornucopia, it looks like it belongs. Like, oh yeah, like
Well, it's just like
Yeah.
Pikachu's tail. People add brown to the end when there's nothing at the end. It's just the yellow.
Shut up.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so it's darker at the base.
Yeah,
But,
like-
but,
yeah,
and
like
then
there
it's
is
yellow at
stuff
the
there.
end.
Just saying, yeah.
But everyone always puts brown at the end, even though that's never.
Yeah, if I were to draw Pikachu, I'd definitely put that at the end.
Mm-hmm.
That's weird.
I love that stuff.
Alright, hit it.
All right, so my question is, what Magic Girl anime was the first to become world famous?
Okay.
Is it A, Sailor Moon, B, Minky Momo, or C, Creamy Mammy?
Okay, so the first one to become world famous.
Yeah, so like it was popular outside of Japan.
Oh boy,
Okay.
I don't know.
Okay, so Sailor
You
Moon.
tricky motherfucker.
What is it? What is it? Sailor Moon.
Sailor Moon is
You
A,
tricky motherfucker.
B is Minky Momo, and C is Creamy Mammy.
Okay.
Oh, Cindy, you're getting me. You got me on this one.
Okay,
I know it.
I got mine down.
No, you know what? You got me on this one. You know what? I'm just gonna go ahead and just say A because I know you got me.
I'm gonna say B.
B's correct.
Yeah, I fucking knew it.
Alright.
So, Sailor Moon released March 7th, 1992, and ended February 8th, 1997. Minky Momo released March 18th, 1982, and stopped airing, like, in Japan in 1988. And then Creamy Mammy released July 1st, 1983, and ended June 29th, 1984. Creamy
Wow.
Mammy
I
was
knew it
really
too.
popular.
I
I
knew
in
it
almost,
was
went
Japan,
for,
but-
I almost went for Creamy Mammy.
Yeah, Creamy Mammy was really popular in Japan,
Yeah.
but didn't really get popularized outside of Japan until the late 90s when internet was big.
I don't know shit about anime, but last time Audrey had an anime question and I got that one right too.
Well,
Yeah, we
I
did.
tried to
So-
choose an anime.
It was Sailor
like
Moon,
Magic
actually.
Girl.
It was Sailor Moon, yeah.
I chose
Yeah.
Magic Girl on purpose because that's like a general.
Now
Just
is
like
Magic
kinda-
Girl, that's like a genre
Yes.
of anime. Okay.
So, I'm gonna talk about Minky Momo a little bit here because this shit crazy.
Okay.
So Minky Momo was an anime that started in Japan, of course, and then released everywhere
Mhm.
during the 80s except for the United States. Because the owner of Funimation decided to pursue Dragon Ball instead. So
That's a
Minky
damn good
Momo,
show.
Minky Momo was an anime that was based off of a toy company, so kind of like My Little Pony, where it's based off of toys instead of.
Yeah.
It was kind of like the OG anime Magic Girl, just like JoJo is seen as the first action crazy anime. But since it was a toy company, their budget was coming from that toy company. The show randomly had funding cut off completely from the toy company, just one day. They didn't give any warning. They were just we're cutting off funds completely and just left them. So the second to last episode of Minky Momo, they had Minky Momo killed and ran over by a toy truck car that had the toys from the company. And
Yo!
and
The one
the
that
day
cut
it
off the funding?
aired, one of the biggest tsunami/earthquakes went down in
No.
Shut the dude, that's crazy.
So there's a thing called the Curse of Minky Momo because then
That's kinda
at
cool.
the episode after that aired
Is that the
because
whole
they had
Momo thing or whatever?
Yeah,
Like,
the
is that what
the
it's
Curse
based
of
off
Minky
of?
Momo.
Yeah,
So-
I heard
so
about that.
then they started the Magical Princess Gigi series, which is literally Minky Momo was reincarnated into an actual girl instead of being an alien.
Oh, okay.
So, and then the day that ended, the next biggest tsunami and earthquake in Japan happened
That's
again.
No.
By the way, I think
no, get out.
No, I'm not. And then when they canceled airing in America, because they did a short OVA and a few episodes, but they never fully pursued it. Another earthquake went off again in Japan.
No. It's
So
a
it's there
sign.
isn't a thing in
don't
Japan and
fuck up
around the world
anymore.
called the Curse of Minky Momo. And you can
Wow.
look up Minky Momo, and there's thousands of toys that every other country in the world has experienced, but the United States never did.
Oh shit.
Wow.
Also, I think it's
Holy
important
shit.
to mention that you're also dressing up as Sailor Moon with Christina
And Audrey, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You're
Mentioned
part
that
of our
last
group
time.
of actually now 8.
Yeah.
We have 8. We have Tuxedo Mask now.
I know, I saw that.
But we still need our Sailor, Saturn, and Uranus. So we are close.
I want to go with something. I don't know what to go as though.
You can go as the human form of is it Artemis? Luna and Artemis? Artemis is the guy, the white cat. You can go as the human
Wait,
form
what is
of
that
Well,
from?
Sailor Moon.
But he
That
wants to
sounds
be
like Persona though.
Yeah, but he was he wanted to be like
Harold.
from
From
Witcher and stuff like that. Yeah, and so I said I could probably do not his armor, but I could probably make
he wears
him that
this white suit, this white kind of just
casual,
t-shirt. Yeah.
kind of more casual.
But I want the
and-
2 swords, and I wanted to have the hair, but I don't think
Well,
it's gonna
I
happen.
said that I have a kind of solution, but let's not really. We need to get into it
Oh,
right
it's
now.
okay.
But-
Eric is so insecure to this thing that we're doing for the Halloween party. That's technically his first cosplay.
What's he?
Oh, really?
He's gonna be Tombo from Kiki. I'm gonna be Kiki. He's gonna be Tombo, the
Oh
boy.
yeah, you did say that.
Mm-hmm. And he went full out. He got loafers and he
Right
got
on. All right, let's move this along.
Yeah, the Halloween
Right.
party. We're gonna. Yeah. Cheers.
cheers.
First one I'm not taking a shot on. Sheer. What's it called?
The Halloween party. I'm gonna wear my Sailor Mars outfit. It's gonna be my Halloween costume for this year too.
Ooh.
All right, babe.
Okay, my last question.
True or false?
Yes, true or false? People can suffer from a psychological disorder called boanthropy that makes them believe that they are goats.
Goats.
Mhm.
Okay. Do I have to write this down or can I just tell you?
Well, true or false? So.
Alright.
I'm gonna say false.
I'm going to say true.
The answer is false.
Let you believe you're a cow.
No, Cindy. Actually, that's the truth.
Shut up. Yo, these are dumb.
Did you know?
No. That's amazing.
Like Devin's just a dumbass.
No, I just felt like it was a little too... Like, I was basing it off of the word. I was like, that doesn't sound right.
Oh, I don't even remember the word.
Well, what gets me though, Devin, is just the fact that you're like, what, a cow? That is what it is. Boanthropy makes them believe that they are a cow. They try to live their life as a cow as well.
Bull.
And it's not just and it's not just the fact that, like, you know,
lay down when it rains.
well,
too.
no, it's not just the fact that, like, it's not like just like a fetish or like it's just something they like to do,
They
or
think
just
they're a
something
cow.
yeah, like it's actually like a disorder. Like, they actually believe, like, not just like this is just what I like to do. It's
kind of like when if a duck has never been around another duck and has only been around humans, ducks think that they're humans.
or actually, you know what? There's
That's
a perfect story. Suki the elephant. You know, like his from his book, Xander's book.
Yeah.
And he's like, oh, I don't know where I am. It's like a lost little elephant, and he's like, there's a parrot that like laughs at him and is like, oh my gosh, like, what are you? You know, what's wrong with you with your
Why
loose
is your
skin
skin so loose?
and whatever. He's like, oh, I don't know. And then he saw these elephants like stomp out from, you know, like whatever, when they heard him bellow, and then he's like, oh my gosh, they're so beautiful. What are they? And they're like, you're just a dandy little elephant.
Yeah.
Yeah, like.
That's a good story. I like that story.
But yeah, they actually, that's what they believe. They truly believe they are.
Okay, well, I hate you, so.
Hey, I still have to take one. She got it right, so.
Yeah, you're right.
Mm-hmm.
I'll pour them.
Okay.
Good job, Cindy.
Oh, I know. I like weird facts. I'm sorry.
Cheers.
I need more apple juice.
Yeah, get your apple juice.
None of you would.
Went down the wrong tube a little bit.
Oh, Jesus.
So.
That stings.
It's a little stingy, yeah.
Hell yeah.
Okay, more apple juice.
Did you just try to grab my glass there?
Maybe.
That's satisfactory enough.
I don't know if Fireball is a good option for next time.
Just cinnamon whiskey in general. Fireball is a little less stingy as the other brands, but yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, Devin.
Give me that sweet question.
Okay. Alright. Well, I have to turn a page.
Sophisticated.
I know. True or false? McDonald's once made bubblegum flavored French fries. True or false?
I'm gonna say false.
Okay.
I'm gonna say false.
Alright. I hate you. It is false. It was actually bubblegum flavored broccoli.
I figured it was
That's
something
even
different, but
worse.
that's
Yes.
wild.
An attempt to make kids eat
kids
healthier.
like it? Is
Yes.
that what? Yeah.
To eat healthier. They made bubblegum flavored broccoli.
Salt exists.
Yeah.
Put salt on it.
Put bacon around
if you
it. I
need
don't
to,
care.
because you've been taking them hot ones. I'd be willing to give you half a shot. Because, yeah. Because, boy, you've been taking all
a
of
lot.
them.
Yeah. Little leniency here.
Yeah, because I'm thinking about it. You probably are like, what, like 6, 7 now?
I don't even, like, it's probably maybe even more, to be honest. Because we both had one right, so there was...
I've only had 4, I think.
Yeah. You've had the least.
Yes.
That I know.
Yeah, because... Ooh, a smarty McTardy over here. All right.
Okay, let's
So I have 2 true or false, correct? Or do I have 1?
You have 2 true or false.
Perfect. That's what I was making sure. True or false? A fungus that causes an ant to become like a zombie exists and survives in the tropical forests of our Earth.
So, can you repeat it one more time?
Yeah.
A fungus that causes an ant colony to become like zombies exists and survives in tropical rainforests.
Okay.
Hmm.
I'm gonna say true.
Okay, I'm gonna say true. There may be a variation, but I'm gonna say true.
Fuck me. Yeah, true. The Ophiocordyceps unilateralus. It's hard to say
One of
science.
those.
Nice.
A fungus has just one goal: self-propagation and Oh, it really freaked out here. Sorry. There is a parasitic fungus that takes over a host, which is usually dispersal. So, like, it explodes. Forages through spores. I'm just, like, going through all the notes here. It slowly takes over its behavior, too. So it's not immediate. It's exactly like a zombie where it's, like, slowly the infection spreads and it just happens to the ant.
Wait, is this
So-
sorry, is this the same one that happens to, like, snails? No? Because I know I read about one that was about snails, too.
But it's what, Last Among Us? I believe that's the game. That's what that zombie was based off of. Because remember,
okay.
everyone was mushrooms. It's based off of this fungus that exists in real life. So it is an actual thing that maybe in the future, if we don't all die off, could actually happen to us if the fungus evolves far enough.
Wow.
That's crazy.
Yeah, because what it tries to do is it takes over the ant and forces it to go back to its colony so it can explode and make everyone else become...
Shut up, really?
Wow.
What?
Yeah, so...
Like fucking...
Yeah, and then
That's wild.
and then like these mushrooms just sprout out of the head
Wow.
And then the
that's
ant died.
wild.
after the spores exploded.
That's crazy.
Yeah, that's why like everyone's like, oh, zombies can't exist, and I'm like, except if this fungus advances fast enough, we could.
Yeah.
That's
The one I read about was like this snail, some kind of disease or fungus or something like that.
Probably disease.
And, yeah, and it like lives itself inside the snail. It doesn't like do anything extravagant, like go back to its colony or anything, but like it makes the snail move with the snail actually being dead.
There it is.
wow.
Yeah.
Kill me, brother.
Yes.
I'm
Ready.
I'm
Here,
alright.
look at the windows; they're all fogged up.
Oh
right now.
yeah, I'm toasty.
We should probably open it a little bit. Yeah.
because I'm a toasty boy. But it's just that like mushrooms are such an enigma to me because they're like not considered mammals. They're their own species because they're not plants, but they're not mammals.
You
But
mean
they're more,
mushrooms?
yeah, they're more
What?
related to mammals than plants. They have more like genes connected to meat and such. Then that's why they like
Wow.
mushrooms are used as protein.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
makes sense.
that's why that mushroom, maybe because our science can't research it enough, but it probably actually has intelligence. That's how it's able to force the fucking ant to go back to the colony.
Yeah, I read some about, or when I was looking up these
Okay, here we
facts,
go.
I saw one of like in Colorado, the largest living organism was a mushroom.
Mm-hmm.
Because of the mushroom was like 20 feet
I
tall.
think the second's jellyfish.
Well, the mushroom was really tall, and then the roots went over like acres and acres of land. So we measured out all together. It was
No, isn't it the biggest one a tree? It's like a whole
Yeah,
forest.
Yeah. No, I saw that too.
It's
I
a
think
whole
I saw a
forest,
picture.
but it's one tree.
yeah. I don't know. I just read this. I don't know if it's true or not, but
Yeah,
in Colorado,
right.
there's a giant fucking mushroom.
First shot, fellas.
And the second one is coming.
It always gives me like
It's
a
coming
tingling.
for you. Oh, I'm
Jeez.
sorry. I
Wow.
really that went to the
That
brim.
looked like it
I'm
was on
sorry.
purpose.
I really didn't mean to.
It's
I really
okay.
didn't.
No, it's fine. I don't really drink that often anyway, so whatever. I'll have to be a pussy and do it in two, though, because that was a lot.
Go ahead.
Filled it to the brim.
It's revenge, because I got the least amount of shots so far.
No, I really didn't mean to though.
Oh, fuck. I have one more.
Let's hope you don't get them both wrong.
Oh,
or we get them right, rather.
Yeah. You don't get them right. Alright, let's see here. This one you guys might get right, and I will have to drink.
Oh boy.
True or false? Eggs are classified as a type 1 carcinogen.
What is?
Eggs are classified as a type 1 carcinogen. Is this true or false?
Type 1 carcinogen.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, I don't know anything about carcinogens.
You should, Mr. Vapor.
Mr. Vapor.
Oh, I feel like
Well, let me know when your guys' answers.
I don't know if you said that to like trick me or not.
Alright, I pick true.
I said true. I don't know if you tricked me or not. You tricked me, didn't you?
It's true.
I thought you were saying that to like get me like, oh yeah, like okay, like.
No, I've talked about this before as to why
That's
even
the one, isn't it?
even if
You
it
said.
came from like an egg, like a chicken, because like eggs are periodical. If you have like a pet chicken that's a girl, they are periodical, and I understand if like someone who owns it as a pet, as a vegan, might eat an egg. I know that's blasphemy to say if anyone else is vegan and that is listening, but like I can see where people are coming from if they eat an egg, if they have a pet chicken that's a girl, right?
Okay.
That they aren't like, you know, doing it for profit. Like they just have the have the
for
chicken.
Food. Yeah.
There's one.
I know. 1 sec.
Eggs.
But because it has been classified as a type 1 carcinogen, that is the reason why that even if it came, like, a good example is our friend who has the chicken coop.
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm allowed to say their name or not, so that's why I'm keeping...
I don't
But
know.
you guys know who I'm talking about.
Yeah.
They would offer me eggs all the time because it's their chickens. It's not like they're forcing fucking eggs out of them.
That
It's
is the
just
best way
their
to
pets.
go. Like if you're gonna do it.
But because it was a carcinogen, I was like, no, I won't eat it because it's just not good for my health in general.
Okay.
Same with cheese, and this is just generally most non-vegan items are just not good for your health. But like eggs are like one of the worst for sure.
Wow, really?
Yeah.
I love eggs too.
Here, I actually have information as to why. So, eggs have... This is just one of the things. There's multiple things, but I just put one of the...
No worries. Take your time.
Sorry. Christina gave out her hand and to grab my shot glass, but I haven't taken
I was trying
a
to be
shot
like
yet.
on the down low, like trying to like fill it for you, and then you know whatever.
I
So
didn't-
like
I didn't take it.
so it would flow more smoothly, but it okay. I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. It's because I have a sore throat.
I couldn't see behind
So
your
I was like-
laptop, so I thought you were done.
Nah, but I'll
Wow.
say the fact in just a second. There are multiple things as to why eggs are classified as a type 1 carcinogen, the same as cigarettes.
Wow.
Yeah, that's now you know why. It's the same classification as cigarettes. But I just put one of the chemicals, and the one I put down was choline, CHOLINE. This chemical / hormone has been associated not just with cancer spreading, like getting cancer, but like spreading it. Like it makes it increase.
Like if you were to even have any, it would make it worse.
Yeah, so it's almost the same, like, as I would correlate it with, like, milk, because milk has growth hormones in it, and that's why milk is been classified as a carcinogen. Not as intensely as eggs, but because milk was made with growth hormones, because, it was made for baby cows, it increases cell growth. And for humans, because, we're not the same mammals, it increases all cell growth, including cancer cell growth.
I love eggs.
Those
What's going
who
on?
ate the most, like, out of eggs, out of this study, had 70% increased risk of lethal prostate cancer.
What?
Yeah.
Wow.
I'm learning some
Another
new shit.
recent study found that men who consume 2.5 or more eggs per week, like one egg every 3 days, had an 81% chance of increased risks of lethal prostate cancer.
Whoa.
So
Wow.
1 egg every 3 days. That's not including like eggs and pastries and eggs and like in other products. That's just like having a egg for breakfast.
That's something.
No one thinks
Yeah,
about
no one
because
thinks
No.
because
Everyone assumes eggs are great.
which I'm getting real here. If y'all cut it out, it's cool. But a lot of people in the government are paid off by meat and egg and dairy
Oh,
industries,
for sure.
which
Oh, yeah.
also correlates to the FDA.
Yeah.
That's why that even though milk is full of pus, it's still allowed onto shelves because they're being paid off. Like they're like, oh, it has a reasonable amount of pus. Any pus is not okay.
That goes for many products.
Second shot, everyone. Sorry.
Actually, fourth, technically.
This is only your fourth of the whole game?
No.
Like
This
I just mean like kind of
like eighth
directly.
shot.
Okay. All right.
Directly.
I don't know. I don't even know how many I had, but
See, this would be the normal amount of alcohol I have.
So
I
we
would
shouldn't-
say.
We shouldn't have even said anything about like the whole like, oh well, you've had the least because
yeah, you guys kind of called.
it
No,
came
you guys.
back to bite like so.
Well, I
hard.
purposely, because I didn't know which order we were doing, I purposely made my true and false ones easy because I thought maybe those would go first.
I know. I'm so sorry. I should have said that beforehand.
No, it's fine. It's just. I did this.
Part of the
And
game.
that is the last one, right?
I'll definitely have to go outside though.
Yes, it is pretty warm in here, especially.
But yeah, just fucking meat, man.
Fucking eggs, bro.
Fucking eggs.
That'll be one of the captions for this is fucking eggs.
Fucking eggs.
Because I usually try to pick like
It's
three
gonna be
things.
blah blah and fucking eggs.
Yes, and fucking eggs. That'll be
The name of the podcast.
one of the things.
Is that all we have?
That was my
That was
last
the
question.
one.
And yours too?
Yes.
Might
So,
as well.
this is where I want to chime in real quick and just recommend or hope that you guys will send in your submissions to theofficialsubliminal@gmail.com. Send in your ABC questions, send in your true or false questions, give a little explanation afterwards as to why your answers are your answers. And once we have enough, we will answer them all on our
The
podcast.
goal is to have a whole episode full of suggested facts and questions.
Yes,
and stories.
so that we can, and we'll have a group of us. We'll have a group of friends, not just one guest. We'll have a group of our friends do it,
Yes,
and we'll
yeah.
all go in together and do your
Right.
questions and answer them as we go. So please send in your questions, and thank you
Alright,
for listening.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
And
Hello.
hopefully we'll have Cindy back.
Yes.
Oh, definitely. I'm down for any type of chats. I mean, hey, you know, I like conversating, even if it's podcast
I think
or
you were.
not.
I think you were
Yes.
very good at it.
Yeah.
You had some really good questions.
You're welcome to
I need to
enter
work on
them in.
mine. Absolutely.
Oh, also, if you're not already listening on Spotify, we're on Spotify now. We're also in
we didn't get ours set up
TuneIn.
on what was it?
We are working on iTunes.
iTunes.
We have problems with our laptop right now.
Yeah.
But we are in TuneIn. We are in Spotify.
And what is
And
the other one? Buzz something?
no, well, Buzzsprout's what we
Okay. Got it.
posted off of. But we will be on other things as well. But and then also an additional fact is that we are on Patreon. So we're on the if you look up Patreon, or you can find it on our Facebook page, Subliminal, or I think it's Subliminal Official or just Subliminal as our Patreon. So look at there. It also will not only will you support us, you'll support other people and other things that we do through Subliminal, art, music. You know, it supports all things Subliminal, so it helps at a lot of different things, and your money goes to a lot of things. So
It keeps this stuff alive.
yes,
Keeps it alive.
and it takes money. It takes a lot of things. Check us out. Thank you so much for listening.
Thank you for listening.
Goodbye.
See you next week. Bye.
See ya.
10 drunken facts.